Colombia, te quiero tanto y sigue bendiciendo tu encanto.
Cuba, mi gente colombiana, felicidades hoy en su Día de la Independencia.
So Miami, the way you said that. Happy Independence Day to the South Florida Colombian community. It is time to celebrate.
Because I am so Miami, we are always celebrating here on Six in the Mix, so we welcome you to Six in the Mix. I'm Joanna Gomez.
And I'm Jen Herrera. Here's something, though, that you may not be celebrating. Kind of like scratch your head when you hear this story.
Yeah.
The Musk men, at least Musk Sr., starting a whole new controversy, and it involves Colombian women.
So after Elon Musk's dad, Errol, had a kid with his stepdaughter 2 years ago, now he has been asked to donate sperm to other women. The 76-year-old seems to be agreeing and is donating his sperm to, get this, only high-class women in Colombia, and said, why not? Errol already has 7 children and added that the only thing we are on earth for is to reproduce. But ladies, don't worry. If you want to feel empowered, take a look at this.
Let's go, girls.
Man, I feel like I need this documentary. That's your first look at Not Just a Girl, Shania Twain's new Netflix documentary. In the doc, we get to see the singer's career from the very beginning and features appearances from celebs like Lionel Richie, Diplo, and Avril Lavigne. The film comes out with a new album featuring her classic hits and a new bonus track, Not Just a Girl, starts streaming on July 26th.
Come on, let's go.
This movie is to die for. Get it? The final movie in the Halloween trilogy is coming soon. Even though the new trailer shows a lot of action with Jamie Lee Curtis going toe-to-toe with Michael Myers, the director says to expect an emotional and deep movie, an ending to the movie. Halloween Ends comes out on October 14th, and it's sure to be a killing in the box office.
In other horror movie news, 50 Cent has a new one coming. The movie Skill House will likely be intense. Sources are saying that a camera operator actually got so nauseous while filming that he passed out. We are happy to report that the operator is okay, but it sounds like and looks like we're in for quite a bloody treat.
Quiet Place fans, we are going to have to wait a little longer for the much-anticipated prequel in the third film in the franchise, titled A Quiet Place Day One. Part 2 was released in 2021 amid the pandemic, but the next film has been pushed back to March of 2024.
The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feel so holy.
Okay, you want to say this?
Baby, baby, baby.
He's back! Happy news to report after canceling several tour dates. Justin Bieber is better. Bees will return to the stage at Lucca Summer Festival in Italy at the end of the month before heading to South America in September. Those postponed North American dates are expected to be rescheduled, but not until next year. The Grammy winner continues to work with specialists for Ramsay Hunt syndrome.
We've been doing all this late night talking about anything you wanna till the morning.
Listen to this golden idea. A college in Texas is creating a class all about Harry Styles. Harry Styles and the cult of celebrity identity, the internet, and the European pop culture will teach students about the culture and development of the modern celebrity. The class will focus on both the singer's solo career as well as his time in One Direction. It is safe to say that the college won't be the same as it was.
You were on a roll today.
But I didn't get the golden buzzer, but this person did. Oh, last night on America's Got Talent, it was unique because it had all of the judges in on it.
And it had host Terry Crews in on it as well. Here's what the contestants had to say about their big moment, which actually taped all the way back in the spring.
3 months is a long time to keep a secret about a golden buzzer moment.
Oh my gosh. First of all, Danica is the worst, literally the worst secret keeper in the entire world.
What woman could ask for any more?
The country trio Chapel Hart blew the roof off the place with their original tune, You Can Have Him Jolene, a sequel of sorts to the classic Dolly Parton tune.
Even though you couldn't really make out all of the faces with the lights in your face, you can hear the people clapping along.
Even though the seasoned individual Golden Buzzers had been given out, the judges and host, Terry Crews, spontaneously decided on a collective one.
So as I'm trying to like hold back the tears, as you see like the gold confetti going down, it's like, this is not serious. And the tears just flew.
After several years looking for their breakthrough moment, sisters Devin and Danica and their cousin Tree finally have one.
For every single judge to agree and say that this is magic enough to give a Golden Buzzer was a moment of validation.
One that carries them straight into next month's live shows.
Somebody get out your seat tonight.
With the challenge of topping themselves.
After this moment, we just know it has to be big, you know?
Maybe big enough for $1 million prize.
Oh my God, I love that.
I'll tell you what, I was listening to country radio this morning and they were talking about this group, how great they were. I listened to a little bit of it, so then to get to come to work and to hear it all over again, we wish them the very best. So talented. There is one more week of AGT auditions next week, and then the judges will pare down the acts for the live shows that begin in 3 weeks. The city of Coral Gables is inviting you to sip and to savor. Details on this delicious event happening right now.
And the often dapper Brad Pitt looking a little grunge on the red carpet for the Germany premiere of his new film Bullet Train. The actor wore a loose-fitting linen shirt and jacket and a kilt. The skirt obviously generating lots of talk. When asked why he made the fashion choice, the 58-year-old had the best response. The breeze. The breeze.
I mean, we get it.
We get it. Yeah, we'll be right back. Welcome back. The Coral Gables Business Improvement District is celebrating its 25th anniversary with an all-new 2-week summer culinary program called Sip and Savor. Here's more.
Coral Gables is a culinary destination and has been for a while, but nothing like all the new restaurants and bistros and bars that have opened up in the last year. It's just incredible. So this program that we are launching for the first time in celebration of our 25th anniversary really allows people from all over Miami to come and visit and experience all the different offerings we have.
Who are the restaurants that are participating?
We have Luca Osteria. We have a new Greek restaurant called Kalista. We have a wonderful French restaurant called Gustave. We have a restaurant called Opera, another Italian. I mean, there's just a bit of everything. And in each one of these places, they're offering a beverage, a cocktail, and appetizers, 1 or 2 appetizers. And the good thing is that patrons, customers can go online at our Sip and Savor online site and actually look at the menu. So they can even decide where they want to go, depending on what the offerings are for Sip and Savor.
Okay, so I do have one question to ask you because I am confused about this. I know that there are other summer programs that are taking place in South Florida there's a fixed rate on how much you can spend. Is it the same way or you pick whatever you want?
So there is a fixed rate, which really makes it easy. And we have the guidelines are $7 to $12. So depending on the restaurant, you will find your cocktail at $10. You might find your appetizer at $12. But that is the category that we fit into. So across the board, it's $7 to $12. And each of these restaurants actually has the menu. So when you come in, you can ask for the Sip and Savor menu and find which cocktail do you want to go with or which appetizer do you want to try. So it gives us a bit of everything.
All right, you know, the Gables, it's just absolutely beautiful, the entire city. And yes, there are so many restaurants that have opened up new. Why did you guys decide to just kick this off and get so many other people to venture out into the Gables?
It's a good question because, you know, we've had traditionally in the Gables, we've had culinary events in years past. We had a restaurant week, we had other kinds of offerings. But we find that customers today, visitors today, really want to come and try different things in different places. They don't necessarily want to go out and spend 2 hours in one place and then only have that one experience. They're actually out looking for fun. So we decided with the restaurants that we worked with, we decided this is what they were looking for. And as a result, it's been a great success for the first weekend that we've already had going, and we look forward to the next 2 weeks down the pike until the end of the month. So we're really pleased about that.
Still so much more to come right here on Six in the Mix. There's a new boxing movie on Amazon Prime. We meet the bad guy in the film. He tells us how fighting in real life led to his big screen roles. Stranger Things star Gaten Matarazzo had some surprise visitors at his first performance for Dear Evan Hansen. His Stranger Things co-stars Maya Hawke and Sadie Sink came to see him on stage in that debut performance as Jared Kleinman. This is his first time back on Broadway since being in Les Mis in 2014.
You let half the villains that killed our friends move in next door!
It's great to have you here on Six in the Mix, and congratulations. We just saw that Stargirl release the trailer for season 3. How excited are you to be part of the show from the beginning?
Well, thanks for having me. First of all, it's so good to see you and meet you, Joanna. It's been super exciting. It wasn't, as an actor, when you audition for a project, first of all, you're just hoping you get on the show. You never even realize that it might go 3 seasons and that your character will last all 3 seasons. So I'm super excited to be on their journey with them and being on the show. Everyone's so lovely. And season 3 is coming out August 31st. And I couldn't be more happy, and the fans are going to love it because every year the show just steps up with action and special effects. It's great.
I can train you. I can show you some pretty great tricks.
And your character in season 3 actually has a larger role. So that must have been obviously filled with a lot of gratitude for you, but also with excitement.
Absolutely. I play Maria Montez, one of the superheroes' mom, which is Yvette Monreal, and she plays Yolanda Wildcat. And, I've been there through season, every character has to have their backstory and their family and kind of their angst of why they become a superhero. So I've been happy to do that all seasons. And I like to cause drama for Yolanda, unfortunately, but I think that's what catapults her to do such beautiful, wonderful deeds of saving the town and the world. But in season 3, you get to see a lot more of our drama played out, and I'm really excited.
Well, speaking of drama, Gige, you actually do a lot of drama, but you also do a lot of comedy. How is it for you to swap doing 2 completely different styles of acting?
Well, it's really interesting you asked me because my personality is such a light, bright spirit. I just somewhat always the girl with the smile and positive attitude. So when I started working, I always thought that I would naturally gravitate towards comedy, but it was the opposite. I started booking a lot of dramas, and that shocked me. But I had so much fun playing someone that doesn't smile a lot because that was kind of just like my persona. So it was great to step in characters like that. And then I think playing comedy, it's just for me, there's so many different kind of genres of comedy as actors. And for me, I just kind of play a straight comedy, which, I don't know, people tell me I'm a little funny. I don't think so, but maybe that kind of naturally comes out when I do the comedic roles.
Oh, she's great. Mark your calendar. Stargirl season 3 will premiere on August 31st.
A former MMA fighter is starring in a new film on Amazon Prime. And as in most movies, in 7th and Union, there's a good guy and there's a bad guy.
I played the antagonist named The Prophet, filmed it during the pandemic, which was, that was an event and nothing else was going. So we had a lot of obstacles and, everybody, was on point, social distance. And that was hard when you have a boxing movie, right?
Right. You say your character, first you said the antagonist and then named The Prophet. So when you get a script and you realize you're going to be the antagonist, I don't know, I think there's got to be something cool about that. But then when you see the character's name is The Prophet, is it like, oh, is there some added pressure there?
Nah, I like playing bad guys. I like complex characters. Bad guys are fun to play. We rehearsed and trained for like 4 weeks of just boxing training, me and him together. So that was incredible. Coming into film, being an actor, to learn how to film fight is totally different from real fighting, because you got to sell the punches for the camera, not to hit the guy. You know what I mean? So it was kind of weird transition into that, you know?
That's what I was just going to ask you. It's got to be really bizarre because you're used to going into the ring to kind of like, especially with MMA, like demolish somebody.
Yeah.
Was it, I imagine you had to learn how to restrain yourself and kind of hold back.
Sure, absolutely. Really bizarre, like you said. At first, when I started, I'm like, well, this doesn't work. And, you know, a fight coordinator told me best advice. It's not supposed to work in real life. It's supposed to work for that camera behind you.
Yeah.
So I took that and I was like, okay, now I get it. So, you know, it's different. It's a lot different, but, you know, it's just as much work going into being a real professional fighter. I had to put that much work into being an actor and making it look real on screen.
Did you ever imagine after your MMA career that acting would become part of your resume?
I had no clue. I had no plan of, you know, after wrestling in high school, I didn't have a plan to go into MMA. It just kind of, you know, I kind of take advantage of opportunities and situations. And, you know, when it was open up to me, I went with it. And of course, I worked my butt off.
Getting to box, getting to fight, getting to use your passion, going to the Caribbean to shoot a film. Yeah, I'd say, Jay Heron, you're doing just fine. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here in Miami.
Thank you for having me. Have a good day.
I interviewed the director of that movie. It's really good.
Yes.
All right, so any last minute trips planned this summer? Stick around. Some must-haves to pack in your suitcase before you hit the road.
Did we see this? No. Good old TikTok. Kevin Hart and The Rock taking part in the Tortilla Slap Challenge with the goal to cause a spit take. Hart enjoyed the slap so much that he spit out his water before The Rock could return the favor, but the comedian was a good sport, letting Johnson get it one free shot in, which he very much enjoyed. I mean, come on.
Gotta talk.
You can call it a comeback for Google Glasses. A new generation of reality glasses are being tested, and the glasses will be equipped with microphones and cameras as well as transparent displays. Google previously tested and sold glasses about a decade ago. Do you remember that? But privacy concerns and other issues led the company to repurpose them for business customers rather than consumers.
Instagram has launched a searchable map to make it easier for users to find local businesses or attractions in their local area. The map will show a list of places and let you see posts about a certain place or see only certain types of businesses. After you've searched, you can use filters to narrow things down to only see restaurants, bars, parks, or any other type of places. You can also save locations if you want to check them out later on.
Hey Jen, hey Joe, and happy Wednesday to everyone watching. Well, summer travels are in full swing, and if you're wondering what are some new items or items that you may have not thought you needed to add to your travel bag, I'm here to share with you which ones you should be adding. Let's dive right in to this little item right here, and I think it's one of those that we don't remember that we need to have, at least for a backup battery charger. Yes, with all the videos and memories you'll be capturing on your phone, having access to an outlet may not always be the case, so having a backup battery case is a must-have. Some other items that you may want to include in your travel bag and won't take up too much space are some items right here. We've got some bronzing sheets, some oil absorbing sheets, and of course we can't forget to hydrate our face while we travel. Now, when you're packing, a hat is always that question of how do I fit this in my suitcase or your travel bag? But not to worry, there are foldable hats that pretty much fit anywhere. Take a look at this one that you can find on Hat Attack. It's not going to break the bank, and it's going to give you lots of coverage for those sun rays. Making sure you stay hydrated is another must-have, and having a water tracker just like this with motivational lines seeing how far you've been drinking throughout the day is another must-have, especially when you're traveling. You can find one like this for $5. If you haven't seen the videos that have taken over Instagram and TikToks on moms who have had their cars taken over by their kids, whether it be with crayons, snacks, or anything else that they can find under the seat, having a backup mini vacuum may be handy while you're traveling in between those stops or when you're checking in. Now, this one is pretty cool because it's USB and it's super tiny, so when you want to get in between those seat crevices, this may be the one to go. Now, there are bigger options, but if you just want to toss one in your car and not take up too much square footage in that car, this one you can find for $5 at Target. So whichever it is you choose, remember to stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Happy travels. I'm Anais Griong for 6 in the Mix. See you all next week.
If I had $1 million, I'd be rich.
And you won't see me next week. That's what happened, okay? Mega Millionaire wannabes, that's me. Listen up. No one won last night's drawing because it's all for me.
That means the jackpot's now at $660 million. You have a chance to win. Friday night, they pick new numbers. I'll tell you what, I feel like a winner already thanks to edible arrangements. Wow.
True. That's right. Today is National Lollipop Day. So what better way to celebrate than with some delicious edible arrangements that they sent us? And these come with a twist, or I should say a Twix.
Yeah, it's their campaign Pause for Sweetness. It's delicious, you guys.
Oh my God, I know what this is. This is a Twix. That's what it is. It's like a Twix cheesecake.